radio show. Thank you for joining me. It's great to be back. I hope everyone had a wonderful Thanksgiving. Mine was really nice and it was drama-free, so amen to that. The previous 2 years were a little more difficult, so I was happy to just have a low-key Thanksgiving, and I hope all of you did as well. Tomorrow is already December 1st, and the new year is just around the corner. So I wanted to give a little bit of insight of what to expect for the month of December. So December will be a month of clearing out the old to make room for the new. It's going to be a month filled with things from the past coming up to be dealt with. Some will be pleasant, some won't. Even if something new pops up, it'll have some sort of relationship to the past or with the past or carry a similar sort of energy of the past. It's basically time to clean house. All areas of your life will be affected, relationships of all kinds, work life, emotional life, and even, literally down to the fact of maybe even cleaning out your clothes and, junk drawers that you have around the house. And anything that you do have that you're no longer using or haven't used in like a year or so, I would say donate it and give it forward. It may come in handy for someone else that's less fortunate than yourself. December will also have times of rest, reflection, and connection with people you care about all month long. There's going to be plenty of good times, so, don't worry that it's going to be like this tough month, but it is going to be, a little bit of everything. So you'll be working hard at clearing out old stuff, but you'll also be having a really, really great time connecting with people and celebrating the holidays. And, so it will be a good month. There is a possibility for some self-doubt that will creep in at times during the month as well. It's normal when change is on the horizon. It's going to happen. You're going to, slip into some self-doubt about things that are coming up. Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius could find you driving or diving into anything to do with writing, publishing, public speaking, teaching, learning, religion, spirituality, different countries, international travel and adventure. And, although I do feel like you may need to create a to-do list because you're likely to feel scatterbrained and all over the place. So if you want to make sure that you're keeping track of what you want to do or things that you want to accomplish, a to-do list comes in really handy. By the end of the month, Capricorn energies will come into play, which will have you feeling more focused, more goal-oriented, and you'll be feeling more productive as well. It's the perfect energy to move into the new year. So it's going to be a great month filled with a little bit of everything. And I hope that you guys all have a great month of December. So let's get into tonight's predictions, which run through to next Thursday, December 7th. These are general predictions for everyone in areas of love, work, finances, health, and spirituality. Now, the general themes for the week is you may find your life at like a major intersection. So depending on where you are in life and what's been going on, it could show up in different ways. So for some, I feel like you're finally passing through like this major intersection or major crossroads in your life, and things are falling into place for you. Some of you are just getting to that intersection, and I feel like you'll have to deal with whatever emotions and choices come up surrounding your particular situation. For some, I feel you'll literally be at a traffic light at a major intersection in your city when you have an epiphany or you witness or experience something that will change your life. And for some, it may even be a story about someone who had something happen at an intersection. So I don't know. It's weird. Something about an intersection. So we'll see. I would love to hear feedback, especially if anybody's hanging out at an intersection and all of a sudden has like this major life epiphany. So that would be awesome. I would just want to give a little warning of a caution when you're driving. Be mindful. Stay out of your head and focused on the road, especially if you are at an intersection. Just in case, again, you never know how the universe will show up in your life. This week, I feel like everyone's going to be feeling smothered in love. It almost feels like an overdose of love. So for some, I feel it's going to be a positive experience. You know, you're going to be feeling good. It's December. The New Year's upon us. You're just feeling all lovey-dovey and mushy. And then for others, it could be a little kind of, the word that kept coming was creepy. So it could be a little creepy with someone in your life being overly needy and love you to the point it's off-putting, and not coming from like that higher place of love, but from a desperate, fear-based place. So that could be a little bit uncomfortable, but it's something that obviously needs to come up for some of us. Either way, enjoy the love fest. And if it shows up in the creepy way for you, set boundaries, speak up, don't be afraid. Empowerment is also a theme for the week. More of you, I feel like, will be standing tall in your confidence, having more self-acceptance, and completely feeling comfortable in who you are. If you're not feeling empowered but want to be, well, then things I feel like will show up in your life to give you the opportunity to empower yourself. So seize that opportunity for this week. Personal freedom is the freedom to be honest, true, and real. So it's the freedom to openly be yourself no matter where you are or what you're doing. I feel like, you know, you're more free than what you're allowing yourself to be. So, you know, we have a tendency to restrict ourselves. And I feel like this week there's going to be opportunities to take an honest look at yourself and where you're not being true and real. And some of these opportunities will come up from within, and I feel like they're going to come up with memories, and it just feels like there'll be breakthroughs in personal freedom and empowerment all around that'll be happening this week. And I do feel like you'll experience a surge in creative energies to usher in the new as well. It will be a time to be hopeful. Most are coming through a difficult time, and this is not the week to get stuck in the past on things that you're already done and over with. Like, don't get stuck there. Like I said, I do feel like things from the past are going to come up, but just acknowledge it, accept whatever it is or was, and feel whatever emotions that come up with it, then go on with your day. It's just coming up so you can see what you've been holding on to and or who and what's been holding on to you. So again, just let it come up and move on. There is an energy of anxiety surrounding security this week as well. So you may get triggered with fears about money, with relationships, jobs, or whatever it is that makes you feel safe and secure in your life. I feel like something could come up and maybe trigger some of that fear. Now, just relax and try not to get sucked into that energy. Again, it's, you know, more about acknowledgement and awareness and just kind of moving through these things, because the harder you fight and to hold on to something, the less secure you're going to feel. So set it free. Work, for those of you employed, I feel like those of you that are truly fulfilled in your working life, I feel like it'll be a fairly easy week. Those who are unfulfilled or working at companies that you don't like just to put food on the table, I do feel like you're going to be feeling uncomfortable and unhappy this week. And again, this has kind of been a running theme because we're really being purged and we're really being pressed to recognize the things that make us unhappy. And those are moments for you to seize opportunities to elevate yourself to a higher spiritual understanding and to have more belief in yourself. So, again, take that opportunity this week to look at what's making you unhappy. What could you do to actually have a job that fulfills you? What would that job look like, and what would it take to get there? And, most of all, I feel like it's really, really important that you believe it's possible and you believe in yourself, and then take action steps to make it happen, okay? Work. For those of you looking for a job, I kind of feel like not much is going to be happening on the job search front this week. I just feel like, keep looking and trying, think outside the box. I do feel like I kept getting, for some of you, to actually maybe check into doing like a personal shopper. I feel like there's companies out there that are looking for people to run errands for other people. And then I kept also feeling like an Amazon delivery driver, where you're dropping off packages and things like that. So, you know, if you haven't looked at that route, give it a whirl. Love those that are committed, in committed relationships. I feel like some of you will be empowering yourselves this week and no longer accepting abuse or trying to conform to something you're not. Trust your instincts. Others will realize you've been holding on way too tight to a relationship that's not healthy. And some of you will realize your significant other has been holding on too tightly to you. And this controlling behavior is really going to manifest itself and really show up where you actually notice, like, wait a minute, like this person is trying to control my every move and everything I do and everything I say. So I feel like that's coming up. Everybody, I feel, is going to be feeling a little insecure because, again, there's something about our security that's going to be triggered this week. So there could be some insecurities and fears surfacing for most relationships. And depending on the health of your relationship and where you are will determine how it shows up. Those of you that are looking for love, sorry, I'm trying to figure out what to do with my leg here. For those of you that are looking for love, I feel like fears may come up surrounding dating. It could look like a fear of putting yourself out there, a fear of maybe stepping outside of your comfort zone, like what your perceived type is. You know, there's many people out there that are, oh, my type, I only date this type of person. Let that go. I do feel like, you know, you're getting out, going to new places to meet new people. A fear of abandonment and rejection can also come up. And, you know, just it's an opportunity to sort it out so you can end up in a happy, healthy relationship. Finances. I feel like in order to bring in more prosperity with the newer, more empowered you that's starting to awaken. I feel like this week is a great week to count your blessings and to be grateful. The more you focus on the feeling and the energy of being grateful and feeling blessed, the more you're going to attract that to you. Remember, you're a magnet and you attract everything to you. And I mean everything. So for those of you holding on too tightly to money out of fear, well, the less of it you're likely to have because you're constantly in a state of lack. Now, open your heart, give to kick that habit of holding on too tight to your money. So even if it's you just donating a quarter into the Salvation Army drop box outside of the Walmart, like it's you doing it with an open heart and you'll end up receiving in return. Health, I feel like some of you are having extremely difficult time letting go of what someone did to you or something that happened in the past. I feel like you're dwelling on it and it's going on and over in the story and talking about it. Like, I just feel like this is the opportunity to let it go because otherwise that pain is going to manifest into a full-blown illness or disease. Let it go. It's only hurting you. It's not doing anything to the other person, and they're not even thinking about what happened. It's you that's hanging on to it, and, you know, I feel like you got to let it go. For some of you, it's the opposite is true. I feel like someone else is having a hard time letting go of you or is too needy and clingy in some way. So it's really going to be up to you to set the boundary and break that attachment. Otherwise, you'll find yourself continuing to see your health decline due to stress. Spirituality, clearing energies are all around. So letting go, healing old wounds, and allowing new people, new information, and new ideas into your life. I just feel like you'll be moving past another layer of fear this week. And, you know, it shouldn't be a horrible week, but things are going to come up. It's time to get rid of this stuff. We're on the verge of a new year. So good luck to you this week. That wraps up the predictions for tonight. If you enjoy these weekly general predictions, I'm offering personalized monthly predictions specific to you. The monthly subscription cost is $58. You'll receive a video at the beginning of each month with the overall energy theme for the month, a weekly breakdown on what to expect, coaching tips, plus you'll have the ability to email me in advance with questions you'd like me to specifically focus on for you in your videos. So if you're interested, you can go to my website, AskRebecca.guru, for more info or to sign up. So let's do a really quick moment of Zen, and then we'll move on to tonight's caller. So close your eyes, open your palms, and tell yourself you're open to receive. I'm going to do a full body chakra clearing. So take a deep breath in, and then exhale all of that negative energy out, and here we go. All right, open your eyes. So let's get to tonight's caller. Let me see who I have here, if I can use my computer properly. Okay, hi Donna. Donna from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing really good. Thank you for asking. How can I help you tonight?
I'd like to know, do you see anything around me getting worse soon?
If I see anything about what?
Me getting a job soon.
Actually I do. So, I made a couple of little notes beforehand, and I felt like you were going to get a surprise, and that surprise was a possible new job. And let's see, I kind of feel like you've been sending out your resume and filling out applications and doing all of that, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So, and I feel like you've had a couple of like nibbles, but not anything that you're really into, or I don't know, it just feels like maybe some nibbles or like some false hopes, and then it kind of dwindled out. But I do feel like you could be getting something. I see you doing interviews. I feel like you're going to do 2 separate interviews for 2 different companies, and I kind of feel like that's going to happen in December. And to me, it feels like you would begin. I kind of feel like they're going to wait after the holiday and probably have you start the first week of January. But there is a possibility that you may actually get to start training before the holiday. So I couldn't tell you which one. I feel like you're going to be on 2 job interviews. I don't know which one you're going to get, but one of the 2 that you interview for is going to actually hire you. And it's going to be a lot sooner than you expect.
Wow, that's great. Well, thank you so much. That's the only question I had.
That was it? Oh my gosh. Okay, so listen, I'm going to go over a couple of other things that, so basically before I go on air, I kind of sit and try to connect with you energetically and see what maybe comes to mind and what I pick up on. And one of the things that I felt like you may need to know, I don't know what your relationship status is at this point, but I felt like you were in a phase where you're much more physically attractive to others, and almost like I don't know, I feel like people are just really, really attracted to you. And if you haven't started experiencing this yet, I feel like you're going to experience it starting pretty much like now through the month of December into the new year. Like, I just feel like you're going to be, I don't know, it even has like some sexual overtones in some way, but I kind of just feel like you're really attractive and you're putting out this beautiful vibe. And I feel like it's important for you to rely on your own intuition and inner knowing. And I also feel like you need to make sure you're paying attention to your dreams, and I feel like there's synchronicities that are likely going to be happening. And you may have even already started seeing those synchronicities. Do you know what I mean when I say that?
Yeah, could you explain that to me? Because that might be going on. Tell me what that means.
So it's like, synchronicities are kind of things that we think are coincidences, right? Like, all of a sudden, maybe you were thinking about a friend from the past, and then the next thing you know, you're at the grocery store and you run into this person. So it's kind of. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I was going to say, so that's going to start happening? Because that has happened to me before.
Yeah, so, I felt like it's already been happening to you, but I feel like you're going to see an increase of that happening. So
You're right.
It's really going to be more and more. Even like number sequences, I feel like there may be moments when you're looking at the clock and all of a sudden it's 11:11 or 3:33 or 2:22, and just different signs and synchronicities that are going to be happening. And that's just the universe kind of directing you and showing you you're on the right path and you're supported.
Well, it's funny you said 11:11. That's my anniversary. 222 is my old address before we came here. The numbers you just mentioned. Yes. And so I've been happily married.
Is just the synchronicity that happened with us, right? So, okay. I mean, why did I pick those numbers? It's not a coincidence.
Well, I've been married 29 years, happily married, but I've lost a lot of weight, and people are noticing. So by you saying what you said, that's probably where that's coming from, right?
Yes, there's something about you. Like, people are I don't know. I just feel like you're being noticed, and people are attracted to you in different ways. So, you know, it's going to be interesting to see, and I feel like that energy is what's going to help you with the job. I feel like in the interviews you're really going to shine, and people are going to be attracted to you. And I do feel too with your love relationship, there's this energy of magical and like mystical. I don't know. I just feel like you're really going to experience, even in your, you said you just had your 29 years, but I feel like you're going to extra magical. I don't know. I think there's something beautiful that's happening right now in your life that's really starting to manifest itself.
Wow. I can relate to what you're saying because I'm feeling it. You know what I mean?
Yes. Like you're feeling
so
that
good to
love,
hear.
Right?
Yes. For sure.
Yeah, it's really interesting. Now, the one thing I was kind of feeling for you was on money. I felt like there may be someone that's not being completely honest with you about finances, and that you need to just be careful, or there's something about you needing to give more information about a financial situation. I just felt like be careful with giving too much information about your financial situation, if that makes any sense at all.
To someone else, like don't share our information on our finances? Is that what you mean?
Right.
Or even someone, sometimes there's one person that tries to borrow money.
Yes.
And, you know what I mean? So I think they have more money than they're saying.
Yes, so that's the person that I feel like is not being completely honest with you about their finances, and just be careful with giving too much information about yours, because I feel like this person may dig for information like, you just put a new roof on your house. You know what I mean? Things like that.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, and you're right. I feel like this person does have more of a financial abundance than what they're letting on to. And just be careful. Don't give too much information. I mean, I don't feel like it's malicious in any way. I almost feel like this person just doesn't know any better in some weird way.
You know what? I understand that completely. I think you're right on with that.
Yeah.
Because it seems like every time we get something new, then all of a sudden they don't have any money and they need to borrow money. You know what I mean?
Yes. I don't know what it is. It's just this odd, like, relationship. And I can't even say that it's like competition, but I just feel like this person doesn't know any better. It's just, I don't know. It's just something that this person thrives off of. So just,
yes.
Slightly
yes.
decline. Unfortunately, we did just buy this, so I don't have any money to give you, and I'm looking for a job. So.
Right. Got it. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. We have just one more second. I had one more message that I wanted to give you really quickly, and that was. Okay. I felt like you're going to be getting messages coming to you from all sorts of places. So I really feel like, again, the universe is just giving you messages all around you.
Wow.
Okay? So
yes.
I wish I only have 60 seconds left, so I have to go. But thank you so much for calling in.
Oh,
and
thank you.
Yeah, I wish you the best of luck, and let me know if you get the job.
I will absolutely let you know, and thank you so much, and have a great holiday.
Thank you. You too. Have a great night. All right, that's all the time we have for tonight. Thank you all for tuning in. I look forward to connecting with you next week. If you'd like to book a session with me, you can contact me at AskRebecca@gmail.com. Or you can call or text me at 407-374-3133. Have a great week, everybody. See you next Thursday.